Hello, folks, and welcome back to twitch.tv/gameswithnick, where, today and tomorrow I have, basically free days. I'm trying to dodge some commitments and things. I don't really want to go into details, but I'm just like, I just want to waste some time. So I figured, hey, you know what? Let's stream a bunch of other stuff besides just Spider-Man and see what sticks. Maybe this is the beginning of a full playthrough. Maybe the vibes are just not right, and I don't go back to it for a while. But I was like, yeah, I've been wanting to get basically replay Yakuza 0 for a while, and why not do it on stream, right? Have a fun time. Content warning, as you might have been able to tell from the beginning. This is an adult gangster story. There's gonna be sex, there's gonna be violence, there's gonna be drugs. But it's also really cool and honestly a really good game. This was my introduction to the whole Yakuza franchise in the first place, and it's really good. One downside is that, of course, the audio is only in Japanese. I don't want to read every single thing, so if there is a voice line, I'm going to expect you to actually be looking at the subtitles for it. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. And I'm not going to try to be doing voices or anything like that, I'm just going to read all the subtitles straight. Alright, and with that, let me just reposition the window in a better spot for me. And let's go ahead and get started. Yakuza 0. New game. We're gonna play on normal. I might regret this, but for now we're gonna play on normal. Oh, and I'm also realizing I probably forgot. No, I did change the title. Okay. Private property, no trespassing. I guess I'm expecting you to actually read the subtitles, so. Let me see if I need to raise the volume a little bit, because that was maybe a little low. It was at 60 for some reason. December 9th, 1988, Kamurocho, Tokyo. If you've never heard of the Yakuza franchise before and never played any of the games, this is the perfect entry spot.
ちゃんと謝れっつんだよ。土下座しろ、土下座。おい、よしよ。よせ。
You don't know who you're messing with, boy. Oh boy.
どうもすみませんでした。
10:43 p.m.
よう、頼んでおいた仕事どう？
終わりました。ちょっと封筒がこのままでいいですか？
I don't know if the style choice of not having the lips move, if that's a reference to something, but they use it consistently throughout the game. And they also have fully animated in-game cinematics. I don't know if this was a way of cutting down the cost a little bit, or if this is sort of a callback to classic Japanese movies or things of that kind.
こんな安い額の取り立て頼めないからね。
でも
同年代のガキどもが万札ちらつかせてタクシー乗る時代に本職の君が金もないんじゃ様になんねえだろ。ま、これは俺との初仕事を終えた5週。
Because these are also not like still images, right? There's people walking in the background. Their faces are slightly animated. It's just their mouths don't move.
しかしバカに金貸しちまうと後が面倒でしょうがねえな。30万ポッチ捨てんのは簡単だが回収しとかねえと商売としてのけじめがつかねえなあ。
ええ、まあ
俺も長いことこの町で金貸しやってるからよくわかる。今の世の中金の本当の価値が分かってるやつなんてほとんどいやしない。その点学のない君の方が高学歴の若造よりよっぽど分かってる気がするんだけど、そうじゃない？
俺には分かりません。それじゃこれで
なあ、うちに来ねえか兄ちゃん。君の腕っぷしならヤクザやるよりもっと簡単にもっと多くの金が稼げる。いい飯腹いっぱい食っていい女を好きなだけ抱ける。それだけじゃない、金さえあれば不幸な人間を幸せにすることすらできる。ヤクザは下積みが長え。手っ取り早くのし上がるにはうちに来て稼ぐってのもいい選択だと思うんだが。
3年前にその言葉を聞いてればそうしてたかもしれませんけど、一度極道になったもんは時間を巻き戻せない。
それが答えか。
ヤクザには誰かを幸せにすることなんてできないんすかね。
さあな。俺はヤクザになった。
It is such a weird stylistic choice.
気が変わったらいつでも。
Because they did spend the time to do some facial animations and to have people moving, like, I don't know.
金貸しが偉そうに。めんどくせ。
So we are a Yakuza, a member of the Yakuza, which is the Japanese mafia. And the late 80s was a period of economic boom in Japan. It was the beginning of the tech explosion, and, you know, people just had money everywhere. shit, that explains why people look at me like that. These are all the actors that play the main roles in the game. It's really a rundown bathroom for the area. Surprisingly dirty street too. Ooh, we got a page. If you're too young to know, back when people did not have cell phones, they would have those things where you would essentially call the number and the thing would show which number called you so that you knew to call them back. I'm describing it as if I had the first idea of what a pager actually, how a pager actually works, because it was already past my time, but at least I know to recognize them. So in case you're wondering, young'uns, that's what it is. Chapter 1, Bound by Oath. And the funny thing about the Yakuza series is how there's like highbrow violent drama and a lowbrow goofy humor that coexist in this game. This is where Nishiki said he'd meet me. Guess I beat him here. 724106, huh? That's good for what you up to. I'm waiting for your slow ass to show up. May as well have a look around and see if I can find him. We are absolutely cashless. Well, we have 30,000 yen, but there's no need to spend any of that right now.
ほら早く金貸せって後で返すっつってんだろうが困ります勘弁してくださいごちゃごちゃうるせえんだよいいからさっさと出せ誰か助けて
Riding shakedowns on our turf. Somebody needs to set them straight before they try anything really stupid. Let's go set them straight.
なんだよ見てんじゃねえぞ俺おいヤクザじゃねえのかそいつバカヤクザったって年も大して俺らと変わんねえどうせ下っ端だろ
お前らこの町に来んのは初めてか
だったらなんだよ
ここらはうちの組の島なんでなカムロ町を歩き慣れている連中ならこの辺りでバカはしねえ
なんだとヤクザが偉そうに説教垂れてんじゃねえぞこら
Okay, rush combo. My whole knowledge of Japan comes from anime and these games. So it feels like a very violent society and one where people will try and take advantage of you in a lot of different ways. But also very pastoral in some way when you're like at slice of life anime. So I'm so fascinated by Japan. It's, you know, that outsider looking in kind of thing. Okay. Y to do a finishing blow. Okay, health. Grab enemies with B. Alright, if you get a hit, you can do back. Their health bar is in the bottom right, also notice. can also look at the bonus details for how you get the money. So in this game, money is ultimately going to be like XP. So, you know, you needed to buy stuff as you normally would, but you also needed to level yourself up.
錦おめえいつまで経っても来ねえから待ち合わせすっぽかされたかと思ったよ
Akira Nishikiyama of the Dojima family.
逆だ。おめえがなかなか来ねえからこうやって時間潰してたんじゃねえか。
暇つぶしに喧嘩っておとなしくヘルスにでも行けってろガキじゃあるめえし
興味ね。
相変わらず硬いねまあいいやとりあえず飲みに行こうぜ久々にオールで付き合えよな
あ
ありがとうございました
はい
やこの度はどうもお日柄もよく
行くぞ錦。
So if we choose to stick with playing through the whole game, which, you know, I'm toying with, we'll see how I feel. This would be a long-term project too, but we will try to actually dive deep into this game, and I'm not saying 100% it, but try to at least finish all the side stories and engage with all the activities a little bit. And maybe in the span of 10 years, we'll actually play through all of the Yakuza games. That would be cool.
何言ってんだこんなバカみてえな時代だぜ楽しまなきゃ損だろう少し頭使えや
風間のおやつさんが無所から出てくるのは年明けてからだそれまでに俺も少しは器用になってくさ
へえならまずそのみすぼらしいなりから変えてみなお前もたまには50万のスーツでも着てみろよそうすりゃ世の中の見え方もちった変わる
It's more like the world will see you in a whole new light.
風間のおやつさんだっていつも地味な服着てんだろ
お前なあの人は組の若頭堂島組のナンバー2だぞあのレベルまで行きゃそれでも通用するがな極道商売にある程度見えが必要なんだよ
お前が最近車買ったのもその見栄のためか
このこじゃれたライターも俺んだそろそろ返せよ
見栄張りてんならケチケチすんな
お前も本当は分かってんだろ人は車のエンブレムと着ている服のブランドそしてこの堂島組の大門を見て素直に言うことを聞くヤクザは見栄張ってなんぼだぜ
そんなもんか
Hi, Diggs. Thanks for stopping by. Doing good. How are you?
するやつに借りた金で遊びまくるバカこの町の連中に人の内面なんて見抜けやしねえ奴らにとっちゃ外見が全て
ちわかったもういいそれより飲みに行くんじゃなかったのか
おうおうそうだったなよしたまにはピンク通りにでも行くかあの辺りにいい店があるんだ
Pink Street, huh?
さあ行くか
Pager. It's from Nishiki. 724106 is code for what you up to. There's nothing in our inventory. Nothing in our equipment yet. You can start looking at a completion list, but that's also pretty... Okay. I would love for this to be 374 out of 374. The problem is, it would require us to... First of all, you know, play a bunch of karaoke songs, which, okay, we can do, that's fine. um, play a bunch of miniature racing cars. So we can do that. That's I actually enjoy doing that. Getting a bunch of points in arcade games, a little trickier, but we could possibly get that done. Win money in poker, blackjack, baccarat, roulette. So far, it's not easy, but maybe there's like cheats I can look up to. Then we start getting into the like Chinese and Japanese gambling games. Chohan, Silo, Koi Koi, Oichokabo. It's like, what are these? How do I even play these games? Winning money in darts, probably also a bit of a grinding thing. Pool, batting center, bowling, mahjong. We need to win with specific hands in mahjong a bunch of times. Earn a total of 10 million yen in mahjong. And then more karaoke stuff. So I'm just worried about all of the mahjong. There's gotta be okay. There's also shogi. We need to win. At least it seems like there's only one thing in shogi, which is win one game without a take back. But still, I don't know how to play shogi. Shogi is chess. It's like learning how to play chess and winning at chess. It's like that's not an easy thing to do. Mahjong is like learning poker, but with a lot more nuances in terms of their hands and how I can form their hands. This is gonna be hard for us to do. Never mind all the stuff that's related to the businesses and the battles and all. So, we'll do our best to get the completion list high as we can, but and not to mention that you know what, actually I'm not gonna say anything about the other stuff for now, but tips, notebook, action, reviewing the map. Walking slowly by pressing RB. Vending machines, stack of short, payphones, let you save the game, use the item box, sub-stories. You can get friends with staff to unlock hidden menu items. Become friends with townspeople. Eating restores your health. You can buy stuff. Daytime, evening, and night. RB enters a fighting stance, which is basically a lock-on. B grabs hold, finishing moves. LB guards. A2 evades. Style actions. Rush combo. You can turn around and do the attack. Battle bonus rewards. Oh, okay. I had no idea that there was a section of it all about powerful foes. Protagonist, Kazuma Kiryu, member of the Dojima family, part of the Tojo clan, kingpins of Eastern Japan's Yakuza. Orphan young, he was raised at a sunflower orphanage. Once of age, he swore his oath to Dojima to follow in the footsteps of sunflower patron and Dojima family captain Shintaro Kazama. While lacking in cunning and savvy, his raw masculinity and fighting prowess have earned him notice. Nishikiyama. A member of the Dojima family together with Kiryu. Friends and servant brothers, the two grew up together at the Sunflower Orphanage and joined the Dojima family together. Thus, with cunning wit and the ambition to make use of them in order to climb the family ranks, he shows frustration at Kiryu's lack of drive to do the same. Behind his desire for success is his concern for the well-being of his sickly younger sister. Shintaro Kazama. Captain of the Tojo clan Dojima's family, the driving force behind the Dojima family rise to ascendancy within the Tojo clan, Kazama is a Yakuza of unparalleled skill and character. He also founded Sunflower, an orphanage to provide for children like Kiryu and Nishikiyama with nowhere else to turn. He's presently serving time in prison after a gambling operation under his control was discovered by the police 6 months ago. About 1 month remains before his release. For all of these, in Japan, it's last name, first name. So Kiryu is his first name, and Kazuma is his last name.
何すんだよ。
I always like when they match your speed to that of the character walking.
おめえこの辺りの店ちゃんと出入りしてるか？当たり外れも含めて何でも知っとかねえとな。金ケチって溜め込むのもいいけど、こういうご時世だ。金は使いようで売買にもなる。で、その手の情報をつかむには街で遊んでアンテナ張らねえとな。この街でしのぐってのはそういうことさ。可愛い女子大生がよりどりみどりと言われ、ついていったらバーバーばっかり。5000円ポッキーのはずがぼったくられる。そういうのも全部勉強だと思えばいい。つうか、そう思わねえとやってられねえだろう。そこは適当に合わせてくださ。なんだよ。今のは物の例えであって、別に俺が実際に体験したってわけじゃ。まあとにかく今日は俺のおごりだ。おめえもたまには楽しめ。いいな。
I'm just digging the vibe, looking around, trying to read some of the signs in Japanese. Like everybody who loves anime and Japan, honestly, like any weeb, I did try to learn Japanese at some point and learned how to read Japanese and never made it that far, but you know, it's always something that I go like, ooh. What is this, a fight? Looks like it. Come on, you're in the way. What's your problem, bro? You got a problem? We're in the middle of some important business. Hey, old man, quit talking to them. We're not done here. Who's an old man? You snot-nosed little punk. This is not... whatever he said. Ah! Ooh. Oh, now you've done it. Yeah? Come on, Grandpa. Take your best shot. Screw it. They're completely wasted. It's not worth the trouble. Let's take a different road. No need. I've got a faster way to fix this. Oh? Yeah. I just need to silver them up a bit. With my fists! That was quite the line. Again? I can tell if you're a sinister charity worker. What you blabbing about? Stay out of this! Yeah, butt out, you. Butts! Heat gauge. Once you get second or third bar, you get a blue aura. You can use special actions. Heat actions are what makes this game fun. Okay, sober them up. This is the targeting. Salt in the face. What? Where am I? What was I doing here? And who are you? Sounds like that sobered him up. Must be your delicate touch. I remember watching music videos at that bar. Then we got to talking about which idols we liked. Yeah, then some smartass started making fun of poor street Shoko-chan, and then... Ugh, my head's throbbing. I can't remember past that. I think you two have had enough for tonight. Go home. Yeah, ow. Whoa, you okay, mister? Here, I'll walk you to the train. Take it slow. Oof, thanks. You're awful considerate for a kid your age. All's well that ends well. Let's hit that bar. Yeah.
さあ行くか。
What a waste. A damn shame, I say. Hmm? You got a punch like a two-ton gorilla and you go wasting it on drunks? What do you think the town was meant for? All that raw fighting prowess. Look, I just helped a couple guys work off some alcohol, that's all. Yeah, that's the point. That's the problem. You want to talk alcohol? You're like taking one swig from a vintage bottle and tossing the rest. And from the look of you, you're Japanese mafia, yeah? Something like that. Yes, seems like you're pretty confident in the fight. A real dynamite boy. Call me boy? Don't get ruffled now, kid. Compared to me, you're practically a toddler. Hey, Kiryu! What's the holdup, man? Oh, it's nothing. Go right there. Since we're down drunk, I should just go. Too much booze is bad for you, Gramps. Take care. Hey now! Hold up, wait, I got one piece of advice for you. I've got a friend waiting for me. If you've got something to say, make it quick. Oh ho! Not for a night with your main dog? Me and the boys used to really wreck it back when I was your age. But if you spend all your money playing around, you'll never get stronger. You gotta invest in yourself. What, like a gym membership? Nah, that's no better than spending it on booze. I'm talking about investing in yourself. Literally. Literally? What's that even mean? Glad you asked, my boy. Here's a special lecture just for you. It means literally spending money on upgrades. Oh, I can't afford that or that, so... Right. Keep pouring money into yourself, and with a little training, this talent of yours will grow in no time. So keep the women and women on a budget here. Investing in myself, literally. Never thought of that. Bet you're glad you stopped and listened now, eh? Yeah, I guess I am. Yo, Kiryu! I'm coming. I'll let serious stock kill my buzz. Time for round 2. Have a good night, my boy. What a weird old man. What's his deal?
行くぞ。
I'm still not sure how you're literally investing in yourself besides the video game mechanic, but, you know, that's fine. Also, so this is all of Kamurocho. And this is, the crazy thing about Yakuza is that it all takes place in the same spot throughout. Like, the map of Kamurocho basically remains the same. The shops get updated, but one thing that I like about the Yakuza series is how much it gives you a sense of belonging to a place, because the map never changes.
そこは適当に合わせといてさ。
うわ
ず品のねえ街だよな。
Somebody drank a little too much.
だから人が集まってくるんじゃねえのか。最近の景気で金持った欲の塊みてえな連中がな。そいつらが酒やら女やら欲しがって集まる場所なんだ、この彼女って街は。
なんだ、不器用なりに一応分かってんじゃねえか。
見直したか。
錦山くん。
よ
なんだあいつら。
現役女子大生ホステスのまどかちゃんとゆいちゃんだ。
は
ねえ、ポケベル鳴らしてるんだから電話してよ。今度いつお店来てくれるの？
今日後で顔出すよ。
本当に？
なんだよ、俺の言うこと疑ってる？
うん、信じたいけどな。
I would trust these women
なよ。
only as far as you have cash to spend. But that's kind of the point of hostesses.
やったー、信じてるよ。
女ってのは器用なもんだね。
ありがとう。じゃあまた後でね。待ってるよ、錦山くん。
いつの間にか大した顔じゃねえか、錦。
お前さ、俺があの女たちにまんまと小遣いせびられたと思ったろ。けどそうじゃねえ。女とつながっとくことが大事なんだ。
Okay.
いいか、組の上にいる兄貴たちは基本的に女にモテない。あの人たちは見るからにヤクザでございますって格好してるからな。
それがなんだ。
だから兄貴たちと飲むときいろんな女連れてくとそれだけで小遣いくれるし、俺の組での覚えもめでたくなる。どうせ極道やるならどんな手使ってものし上がらなきゃ意味がねえ。
So, surrounding yourself with paid girls is just a way to
そうかもしれない。
show off in front of the bosses. Okay.
店はここだ。今夜はとことん付き合ってもらうからな。
Nice classy bar here.
お前この店にはよく来んのか。
ん？これで2度目だけど。なんでだ？
ボトルキープなんかしてるからよ。常連なのかと思ってな。
ちまちまビール飲むより見栄えがいいだろう。店のもんに顔も売れる。俺は安く見られるのはごめんなんだな。
なるほど。お前は偉いよ。確かに見栄ってのを大事にしてる。
おめえもこの世界でのし上がりたきゃ少しは見習えよ。つってもおめえはそういうタイプじゃねえってことか。
俺はおやっさんの背中を追いかけてこの世界に入った。孤児だった俺ら拾ってくれたあの人のために。てめえの体張るくらいしか脳がねえ。
Deep connection.
いや、もしかしたらおめえは今のままでいいのかもな。
ん？
おめえが下で頑張って風間のおやっさんが出世すりゃおめえにも出世の芽が出てくるかもしれない。そういうのし上がり方もあるさ。ただおめえは風間のおやっさんの子じゃない。堂島組の組員なんだ。
That might be a problem, as we'll see.
なんで俺らのこと風間組に入れてくれなかったんだろうな。そりゃ堂島組の方が格は上だけどさ。
よせよ。おやっさんに考えがあってのことだ。
まあそうだな。よし、真面目な話はもうやめだ。カラオケでもして パッと騒ごうぜ。なあ。
わかった。今日はとことん付き合うぜ。
Karaoke. Yeah, I know. Oh, actually, maybe I should not have skipped it that much. Y sing along, B tambourine, X maracas, 8 clap. Yeah, we're gonna sing for judgment. Because this is a classic! In the law, breaking the world. Ah! I did very well at the beginning, and then I sort of lost it a couple spots. It's a very weird interface for it, because it kind of goes up and down. 92. Karaoke King. Well, I got 90 plus in Judgment.
Heh, 知らなかったぜ。おめえがあんなにカラオケ好きだったとはよ。
バカ。そらお前がハメ外そうとか言うから仕方なく付き合ってやっただけで。
No, we know you love karaoke, Kiryu. Come on, we know. We know.
その割にはノリノリだったじゃねえか。普段から隠れて練習してるんだろう。なあ。
よせよ。そんなわけねえだろ。
それにしても思いっきり歌ったら腹減ったな。締めにラーメンでも言っとくか。
まだ食うつもりか？俺はそんなに腹減ってねえよ。
まあいいじゃねえか。付き合えよ。天国圏でどうだ？
しょうがねえな。
If we must.
さあ行くか。
I'm curious. Is that all I needed to do for judgment? Is it up here? Yeah, I guess so. All right, 1 out of 1. Good start.
前から思ってたけどよ。おめえいい声してるよな。曲のチョイスは渋いけど。
悪かったな。流行りの曲はよく知らねえんだ。
なら少しは勉強しろって。流行りに遅れた男はモテないからな。
そうか。
つっても男のアイドルなんかは俺も今勉強中だ。知ったかぶりしてなんとかやり過ごしてる。
それ周りにバレてんじゃねえのか？
かもな。 ぱアイドルっつったら女だ。最近はマジで可愛い子が多いぞ。
おお、そうなんだ。
ああ、帰ったらチェックしてみろよ。案外ハマって俺より詳しくなるかもな。
さあな。
そのうち俺ら二人8匹でコンサート行ってたりして。
お互い想像したくねえ姿だ。
だな。
So this is a very slow start, but what you're doing is making you build a bond with Nishiki, right? So when things kick into high gear, which is gonna start soon, you know this guy a little bit.
全然食ってねえじゃんか。
だからもう食えねえって言ったろ。大盛りなんか頼みやがって。
Yeah.
情けねえこと言うなよ。それでも男が。
昨夜11時頃、カムロ町の一角で発見された若い男性の変死体は激しい暴行を受けており、警視庁では殺人事件とみて付近を捜査中です。ただいま続報が入りました。若い男性の身元が判明したとのことです。死体で発見された男性は都内在住の会社員、栗原太一さん32歳。警視庁の調べでは、栗原さんは金融業者数社から借金を抱えていたとみられ、今後関係者から
That's the guy we beat up.
おい、桐生。
ん？
カムロ町で殺したと。
よくある話だろうが。
いや、お前、夕べの取り立て、相手のこと結構痛めつけたって言ってたよな。
Yeah, but it was still breathing.
こちらが栗原さんの死体が発見された現場です。
ここって、俺が取り立てした場所だ。
おいおい、お前、マジか。
いや、死ぬまで殴ったわけじゃねえはずだ。
この場所はカムロ町で人がごった返すネオン街からわずかに裏道を入った先にあります。ビルとビルに囲まれて人目につきにくい、かなりいびつな空間という印象を受けますが、栗原さんの死体はこのわずかに残る更地に倒れていたとのことです。
こいつ。
Mm-hmm.
俺が取り
No, I don't love the little things at the edge of the screen that are flickering.
本当に間違いねえのか。
は
何やってんだよ。取り立てで相手殺しちまうなんてよ。
Oh,
誰からだ。
somebody wants to talk to me. That's not a good sign.
ああ、早速呼び出した。事務所に電話してくれ。
やっぱり今のニュースの件で呼び出されてんだよな、お前。まずいことになったな。いや、お前ももちろんやべえけど、これで風間のおやっさんの立場も危うくなる。
何？
この不始末につけ込まれちまうってことだ。
どういう意味だ？
お前や俺がおやっさんに拾われたってことは堂島組の人間なら誰でも知ってる。だからよ、俺らの不始末はおやっさんの責任にもなっちまう。
だが俺がやっちまったことだ。おやっさんは関係ねえ。
そうはいかねえよ。殺しとなるとことがでかい。多分おやっさんの後釜に座ろうって連中は間違いなくそこをついてくる。堂島組若頭補佐の3人とかな。
くそ。
そもそも半年前、おやっさんが殺にパクられたのもその3人の誰かに売られたって噂だ。
なんだそれは。
おやっさんの仕切ってた賭場、周到に場所変えてたのにいきなり摘発食らったろ。ありゃ組の事情に詳しいもんが殺にチクったとしか思えねえ。でそれが誰かっていや、3人の若頭補佐の一人、クゼの兄貴だったって噂だ。
クゼの兄貴がおやっさんを殺に撃ったってことか。
もちろん証拠があるわけじゃない。でもよ、その件でおやっさんが無所に行ってからクゼはえらい勢いついてる。火のないとこになんとやらだ。
So there's starting to be a little intrigue. You know, people backstabbing each other.
そうか。そうだな。わかった。俺はとりあえず知恵貸してくれる人を探してみる。
Somebody might even ask if maybe somebody went and finished off the guy that I beat up, so that this could be an excuse to take Kazuma-san down. For now, like you said, not much to do but call in. I would have to call Dodge my family HQ. There should be a payphone around here. Find a payphone! That's the Dojima family office number. The 49 in front means it's urgent. Find the family office. This is Kiryu. Oh.
そっちで誰か俺のポケベル鳴らしたか。
あ、はい。久世の兄貴に言われまして。桐生さん、すぐ事務所までお越し願いやす。実は若頭補佐のお三方が桐生さんをお待ちで。
そうか、わかった。
Well, I guess I better take a text to Dojima family headquarters. Might as well make a save while we're at it. I guess we're more or less forced to go this way. I don't know why. We're still pretty much on rails, so let's not waste time trying to do stuff. I don't know if there's anything we can do anyway. Or just go straight to the cab. It is a slow start. It always is a slow start with these games. Ooh, give me a minute. Alright, we are back. Nope. Okay, cab. I need to get to Dojima Family HQ. Let's go straight there, because that's the only place they're gonna do. It's kind of shitty and it forced me to pay for the cab to go to the main story, but, you know. I hope that by the end of the stream, which we'll keep at 2 hours, we can get some of the more goofy... I mean, Karaoke already was pretty goofy, but what really characterizes these games is the juxtaposition of low, silly humor and high, intense drama.
おう、ずいぶん
してくれるじゃねえか。
This guy's a piece of shit. I hate this guy.
なんだな。おキリ。
Yakuza, Lieutenant of the Ujima family, patriarch of the Kano clan.
申し訳ありません。クゼの兄貴。
こんな昼間から東島組の幹部がガン首揃えてお前を呼び出した理由わかるよな。
AG Shibusawa. Shibusawa family, of course. Oh, well,
ちょうど見つかった死体の件。
then maybe Shibusawa is his last name?
やっぱりてめえか。こりゃゴルどころじゃなくなっちまったな。
This guy just looks like a prick. I wanna.
お前に取り立てを頼んだ金貸しから組に連絡があってな。
金貸し。
東郷クレジットの社長だ。
This guy.
あの社長に頼まれて仇ぶっ殺したのはおめえだろ。もっともあいつは自分のせいじゃねえって早速逃げ打ってやがったがな。たかが30万程度の小競りの取り立てで本性が下手打つとも思っていなかっただろうからな。ちんけな金貸しとはいえ。
And see, the thing is, there's no really defending yourself, right? They won't give a shit about you.
理由がどうあれ仇をやっちまったっつうことはどう幕を引くかだが。
ちょっと待ってください。俺は。
ジタバタすんじゃねえ。安心しろ。仇ったって相手も借金まみれのクズだ。臭い飯7、8年食えばことは収まる。
俺に掴まれた。
なあ殺しの方はそれでお上と手打ちするとして、それより問題はあの場所からどう人目をそらすかだが。
そうだな。面倒なことをしてくれたもんだ。
No, I really don't remember who actually did the murder.
あの場所ってどういう意味っすか。
とぼけんじゃねえわ。おめえが死体を捨ててった場所だ。
おいゲリュ、おめえよりによってなんであの場所でやったんだ。え、まさか風間の頭の指示ってわけじゃねえよな。
おやっさんの指示ってなんでおやっさんの名前が出てくるんすか。
聞かれたことだけに答えろ。
Lose their patience really quickly.
なんであの場所を選んだ。頭の指示じゃねえのか。あ？それにチャカはどこで手に入れた。それも頭から渡されたのか。
チャカ。一体何の話をしてるんですか。俺は銃なんか持ってません。
この後に及んで白を切るつもりってか。見つかった死体は痛めつけられた後、とどめに頭を打たれていた。
Well, okay, that means we definitely did not kill him.
本当ですか、その話。
Yeah, that's good news. I'm not the guy.
だったら死体転がしたのは俺じゃありません。俺は素手で奴を殴っただけです。本当です。
もしその話が本当だとしたら、お前は誰かにはめられたってことになる。そうだな。
Yep.
間違っても俺は銃を撃ったりはしていません。
と言ってるが、どうしますか。嘘に決まってんだろ。たく荒ぎしやがって。てめえみたいな下っ端はめて誰が得するってんだ。
おうキリ、もう一度聞くぞ。なんでわざわざあの場所で騒ぎを起こしたんだ。
金貸しからの指示だったんです。あの場所に相手を呼び出すから、少し痛い目に合わせてから金を取り立ててくれって。
今言ったこと間違いねえな。
ええ。
どうやら金貸しから話聞く必要がありそうだな。とはいえうちの組があの殺しに関係していたっつうのは事実だ。
しかも場所が場所だ。このままじゃあっちの仕事に支障が出ちまう。どうするよ、クゼナ兄貴。
答えは一つだろ。
Oh, why are they leaving? What? Wait, where are you going? What's up?
何が何だかわかんねえって面だな。
え
例の死体が見つかったあの場所はな、あそこは通称空の一坪って厄介な土地なんだよ。お前ら下っ端は知らねえかもしれねえけどな、堂島組長から俺ら頭補佐の3人に命令が出てたんだ。どんな手使ってもその空の一坪を手に入れろとな。
空の一坪。
針の穴ほどの隙間もない繁華街に偶然できた一坪の空き地だ。それを親父が欲しがってる。親が欲しがるものを差し出す、それが子分の義務ってわけだ。だがその場所で堅気の死体が見つかった。あの土地が世間の目を引いちゃ地上げしようにも手出しが難しくなっちまう。ほんと困った話さ。なあ。
それがおやっさんとどんな関係が。
あの一坪にはな、別の意味もあってな。堂島の親父に差し出したやつにはとっておきの褒美が用意されてる。
褒美？
おう、不在の風間の頭の堂島組次期若頭のポストだ。つまりあの土地は俺ら頭補佐にとってただの一坪じゃねえってことだ。
Is Captain above Lieutenant?
まあ最初はてっきり風間の頭とつながってる。
Probably, right?
俺らの邪魔するためにやったのかと思ってたが、その顔色じゃ何にも知りませんでしたって感じだな。
ちょっと待ってください。それじゃ風間のおやっさんはどうなるんです？
さあな。だが組の一大事に無所にいるようじゃ頭は務まんねえだろ。おまけにだ、ガキの頃から育ててきた可愛い子分が理由はどう
It's okay, Captain is above Lieutenant.
きっちりけじめつけねえとな。
おやっさんは関係ない。それで俺も殺しはやっていません。
そういうことは殺に言え。つってもヤクザの言い分聞くほど連中も暇じゃねえ。
It's a little sad that, honestly, if you ever played the Phoenix Wright games, the system really feels built against you. That's directly inspired by Japan's system, where guilty convictions are like a crazy amount of the overall things. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna turn myself into the police for a crime I didn't commit. Or at least I would say that, but looks like that loan shark set me up. I don't know what his game is, but he and I are going to have a talk.
Hey.
Hey, boy! Oh, you're the old guy from last night. Finally, I've been searching for hours. For me? Oh, you reek of booze, you're wasted. This whole town's one big bar. It was made for drinking. Me and Kamuji-kun here have been at it all night. Yeah, well, glad somebody's having a good morning. You got a face more sour than a lemon, boy. What's wrong? I can't promise much, but I'm happy to lend you an ear. I've just got a lot going on right now. Uh-oh. Well, alright. Anyway, I have a favor I wanted to ask you. Yeah? You mentioned you'd been looking for me. Actually, wait. Sorry, but I don't have time for any of this right now. I'll see you later. Thanks, I just need to talk to a couple guys. They'll be here real soon. They'll also be real angry. Ugh, you're not even listening. Why should I take care of your problems? That's a great question. Ask them. They're real eager to talk to you, too. What? Oh, hey, speak of the devil. Here they are now. Alright, Gramps, is this the kid? Yes, sir. My prized pupil. I'm sorry, pupil? The million-yen loan I gave these two deadbeats is way past due. I need it back and I ain't waiting much longer. Why, tell me about it. Wait, you don't expect me to pay, do you? The tip I gave you the other day is worth at least that, no? Besides, the debts of the master are the debts of, you know, you. Like hell they are. And since when are you my master anyway? I don't really give a shit who you are, just give me my money before the big gentleman behind me gets impatient. Bruno here, he's got a short fuse, especially for stubborn types. For your own sake, I'd pay up before I got hurt. Hey, boy. What now? You think you could tackle Big Bruno there in a fight? Couldn't say for sure. Doesn't really matter either way because you're not going to drag me into your problems. Oh, so you think he'd beat you? I didn't say that! Look, if you're trying to bait me, it's not going to work. It's your debt, you handle it. That's a letdown. Can't have you getting spooked over a chump like him. His bargain bin muscle. Dime a dozen. Bottom of the bracket. Bracket? What are you even talking about? Hey, what's with all the whispering, boys? Are you paying or does this get ugly? I told you, this has got nothing to do with me. Okay, alright, I'll pay you the money. Wise choice. I feel terrible, just terrible for all the hassle I caused. Tell you what, why don't we make it 2 million? You wanna pay me double? Like I'm gonna buy that. You're drunk off your ass, old man. Oh, I've got the money. Be happy to give it to you, even. On one condition. Yeah, and what's that? Give your tank back there, fight us for it. He beats all three of us, the 2 million's yours. We win, and we don't owe you a thing. Shit, you're not drunk, you're crazy. Bruno's famous around here for busting heads. All three of you could rush him at the same time and snap you like twigs. Nah, fight's gotta be one-on-one. Rolls and all. 3 against 1 wouldn't be fair. You wanna take him on him solo? Well, hell, if you don't mind me taking the money off your corpse, I'm game. You got yourself a deal. Well, that's just lovely. Tell you right now, I'm not bailing you out. If you don't want to get hurt, I'd start apologizing now. Okay, I'll go first then. Hey, are you even listening? Are you sure you want to do this? You'll be fine, just a little workout. You just focus on keeping an eye on the action, boy. Watch Kamuji's moves. Seriously? And fight! This is like the quick fighting style. That's rad! Oh, whew. I'm tired. Gotta remember to eat before I do this stuff. Kamuji, was it? What were those moves just now? Actually, forget it. Are you okay? You shouldn't push yourself like that. He's fine. Told you, didn't I? Big guy didn't land a single punch on him. Hey, you're in the coat. Almost dude. Bruno's barely got a scratch on him. You're gonna try to finish the job with those weak-ass punches? Ah, no. Kamoji-kun, you sit this one out. I'm calling around as your manager. Let the kid take it from here. You know what to do, don't you, boy? Yeah, alright. I meant it when I said I wouldn't bail you out, but watching him just put me in the mood for a quick round. Right then. On to round 2 of the 2 million yen murder parade. Bruno, take him. Okay, switch to rush. You can evade with a series of quick steps, come up to 3 of them. Okay, show him his boss. You can stun enemies when using rush by attacking them a certain amount of times. Ooh. Can I grab something? Yeah. Oh, come on, let me grab the... Got him. What just happened? Real barely got a punch in. Just who the hell are you? Name's Kiryu, Dojima family. Which family are you guys with? Well, wait, you're a proper Yakuza? Sorry, sir, didn't know. We just work for Toko Credit. Well, there is a coincidence. I have business with your boss. Need to meet with him as soon as possible. You know where he is right now? The president? I figured he'd be at the office at this hour. I see. That's in a building on Taihei Boulevard East, right? I'll pay him a visit then. And that takes care of that little debt of ours, right? Yeah, fine. Deal's a deal. Bruno here will have to cover the difference. That's how our kind of debt collection works. Whew, it's a tough world, I tell you. Well, better get moving. Come on, Bruno, pick it up.
Oi.
Hey, tell me something. Just who are you? Why approach me? What are you after? Me? Yes. Well, people hear me call me Bacchus. And I came to you because I had an angry thug on my butt. Yeah, and that's how you dump him on me. Look, if you're in some trouble, tell me. Maybe I can help. That goes for him, too. Does wearing the moves of an amateur. What's his deal? A real seal of a deal is what it is. He's got a gig sweeter than Hun. Real fascinating to watch. You should go have a look, too, boy. At Kamochi's job? But he's homeless, right? What kind of work does he do? He's a, whatchamacallit, a fisting artist. Some god. Whoa, that's not really my scene. Oh, that got me. No, that ain't it. It's punch-out artist. Yeah, that, a punch-out artist. Slip of the tongue. Alright, so what's a punch-out artist? Customer pays a fee, and they get to throw as many punches at me as they like. I don't think I follow. This some new S&M thing? Nah, nothing like that. Come by and watch for good questions. I work in the Shichifuku parking lot. Kamoji-kun here has got plenty to teach you about fighting, my boy. You'll kick yourself if you don't check it out. Alright, I get the picture. Shichifuku parking lot, right? I'll swing by if I can find a time. It's actually more like Shichifuku. You're your son from Dojima family, right? I'll be waiting. See you soon. Shichifuku. Well, that takes care of my troubles for today. I suppose I still can't convince you not to take on the world. The world? What does that even mean? Are you still trying to recruit me into the pro fighting or whatever that was? That's exactly what it was. You got potential most men can't even dream about. That World Champ title could be yours. Sorry, I'm not some starry-eyed kid who'd fall for that line. If you're looking to scat somebody, keep looking. Tell you one thing, boy. You keep living street fight to street fight, you'll wind up with a knife between your ribs in some dark alley. That's no way to go out. You belong in the light, the spotlight, and I can get you under all the brightest ones. What do you say? You and me versus the world. Yeah, okay, we just met. You're not gonna change your life around just because some old geezer asked you to. I get it. I'll give up. For now. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up for good. You got room to grow like a tree. I'll keep coaching you along the way. You've got skills as a trainer, that much I believe. But I'm really not in a position to be worrying about anybody but myself right now. Sorry. But hey, maybe I'll see you around. Alright, my boy. Just steer clear of dark alleys till then, you hear? No knives in those ribs. Or bullets, for that matter. Are you trying to jinx me? See you later, Bacchus. Apparently, a Tokyo presence in his office on Taihei Boulevard East. I'll start there. Actually, we don't have enough to level up yet. Yep. I think I'm gonna keep following the main story for now. Like, there's a ton of side activities we can be doing, but... I'm gonna stick to the main story. Yeah, I can't even really enter most restaurants, so... Alright, no, opposite side. Toko Kuradito. The left kanji I recognize, it's the one in the same as in Tokyo. I don't know what the second one means. Toko Credit. This is that loan shark's office. I don't know what they're up to, better go in prepared. Alright, I'm going in. Oh.
俺が来んのは宣告承知ってわけか。堂島組の桐生一馬だ。東国クレジットの社長に俺をはめた礼を言いに来た。
I guess he introduces himself as Kiryu Kazuma, so Kiryu is his last name.
お前ら半殺しにして青木にさせてやる。
この人数相手にあんた一人でか。
ああ、こっちはいい加減爆発しそうになってんだ。さっさと道上げねえがチンピラー。
Okay, who's left? Who's left? Ah! Heat actions, always fun. I'll take the elevator. Okay, that's two. Finally starting to earn some money, so we can start upgrading a little bit. I just beat the punks outside. What do you think?
じっくり話を聞かせてもらう。
話？何の話だ？
今さらとぼけだって時間の無駄だ。なぜ俺をはめた？あんたの目的は何だ？
おい、近づくな！わかった。全部話す。だからちょっと待ってくれ。俺はあんたをはめる気なんてなかった。ただ人から頼まれた通りに動いただけだよ。あんたにあの場所で取り立てさせるようにって。
Who did?
そいつを頼んだのは誰だ？
その人は。あ。
Uh-oh.
クゼの兄貴。まさかあんたが俺を。
Piece of garbage.
何の話だねえ、社長さん。桐生、お前何やってんだよ。あ？殺に実するように言ったはずだろう。寝ぼけたことやってんじゃねえぞ。ああ、やっぱちょっとなまってんな。現役の頃はガキのしつけなんざ一発で済んだんだがよ。社長さん、ちょっと外してもらえませんか。この若いのに説教しねえとなんねえもんでね。
Oh god, we have to fight Yakuza already? Okay. That's not gonna be good. Wish I had bought some healing items or something, but too late. They did warn me. Just believe I could get in.
俺、うめえぞ、それ。
We don't have to fight him yet.
いい機会だ。お前とは一度腹割って話してえと思ってたからよ。
Okay, I'm listening.
おめえと錦山、孤児なんだってな。風間の頭がやってる施設の出なんだろう。確かひまわりとかいう養護施設だ。極道なんてまともに育ったやつの方が少ねえ。孤児だからって恥じる必要はねえぞ。ただな、風間の頭もえげつねえ真似をするよな。
どういう意味ですか？
拾ってきたガキに育てた恩着せてよ。今じゃ立派にあの人の玉よけになってるじゃねえか。おめえと錦山、頭のためなら命も惜しくねえってよ。
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about it.
洗脳っていうのか。
I know that Kazuma is not necessarily dead cynical, but
あんたの話はさっぱり先が見えね
桐生、お前風間の頭をスパイしろ。
え。何？
殻の一粒の話はしたな。それさえ手にするや俺が次の若頭、堂島組の跡目よ。だがそのために必要なあの土地のある情報ってやつを檻の中の頭が握ってやがる。
ある情報？
ああ、お前そいつを頭から探り出せ。う まくやりゃ組での将来を俺が約束してやる。あの人まさかお前に裏切られると。
The thing is, from what we know of Kiryu, we know this is never gonna work out. This Kiryu is crazy loyal.
その直系堂島組でのし上がったとなりゃ大した出世だ。それに例の殺しの真犯人も渡している。
やっぱりあんたが俺をはめたんだな。
さあな。ただこの話を蹴りゃおめえは確実に無所行きだ。俺につくかもう先のねえ風間につくか好きな方選べ。だが返事は今だ。この場でしろ。
くせな兄貴。
なんだ。
あんたは賢いつもりで立ち回ってるんだろうが。
Ooh.
全然器じゃねえよ。
何。
俺のこともおやっさんのことも。あんたは何も分かっちゃいねえ。
ガキがこの俺を敵に回すのか。本当にその覚悟があんだろうな。
覚悟ならありますよ。それが極道ってもんでしょうが。
That's my beeper. Don't know what I recognize. Who is this? Don't recognize the number. It's not his number, but that's got to be Nishiki calling. Find a phone and call him back. What's new here? Saving, okay, sure. Health recovery. Consume drinking food at an eatery, eat food items, use recovery items. RB and A to skip messages. Can look at the pager. Completion list we saw. Hold down A to dash. Okay. People that want to pick a fight with you will appear in red. If you walk, people will not take fights. Drinking, you'll get more fights, but also build the hit gauge faster. Taxi gets you places. If item packs can be picked up at the shrines and temples in game, turn traffic to Bob Utsunomiya. You're recognized by his unique appearance, okay. Rush style. Changing battle styles. What's down? You can take up weapons, okay. Hit gauge, weapon attacks, picking up weapons, abilities, stun. Ooh, give me another second. Alright, sorry about that little break. Just, upsetting news for my fiance's work, but, you know, shit happens. Building up a heat gauge, heat actions. Yeah, we've read all this. Earn money, attack, defend. Dodge with A. Use B to break through guard. Enemies blocking the way aren't phased by attacks. They'll come at you when the weapon is raised overhead, so wait for the right time and guard with LB or dodge with LA. Okay. Laser dangerous weapons. You want to take them down first. If you're wielding a weapon, you can guard with L1, or you can evade. Firearms, you should also take them out first. Same things. Okay. Mm-hmm.
やっぱりお前からの呼び出しだったんだな、錦。お前やってるの。風間組の事務所だ。天下一通りの。風間組？なんでお前そんなとこに？今、柏木さんと会って話してる。なんかいい知恵貸してもらおうと思ってよ。なんせ柏木さんはあの風間のおやっさんの片腕だ。なるほどな。それよりお前の方はどうだったんだ？もう堂島組の事務所からはとっくに出てるんだろう。ああ。だが、いろいろあった。いろいろ？そいつは直接会ってから話す。わかった。なら俺は柏木さんと風間組で待ってるからすぐ来てくれ。実はな、お前も柏木さんの話を聞いといた方が良さそうなんだ。
Alright.
お前、殻の一つぼって聞いたことあるか？
Well, we heard part of it.
クゼの兄貴からさっき聞かされたばかりだ。どうやら柏木さんは何もかもお見通しらしいな。俺もすぐそっちに向かう。
Better head to the Kazuma family office. Go to the Kazuma family office. You know, we should probably start eating something and maybe even buy something. So if they let us, let's buy at Akaoshimaru. Oh, first of all, abilities. So with 400,000, we can boost our health, which could be nice. Boost the power of our rush attacks, boost the health, rising tornado. We probably want to boost the health for one of them. This one has a few of them in the way, so let's do this one. Alright. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Alright. Oh, wait, who's left? Oh, you. There we go. Good news is that we're just going to go heal, so, you know. Is Akaoshimaru open? Oh yeah, maybe this is the entrance. Welcome, am I ready to order? What would you like? Yeah, one of these is enough to get me to full health, so boom. Thank you, come again. Bye. Hey, we got pocket tissues, which, except for a couple of occasions, I don't remember what you can actually use them for. Guess you can equip them and turn them in people's faces or something. Stop at a popo. By... Honestly, let's buy the max amount of these, because we're gonna... these are just foods. Pocket tissues. Yeah, let's focus on... Might as well buy a full set of toughness. Oh, never mind. I misunderstood how the system worked. I thought that all the toughness Z would be one slot. Should have counted those slots. So let's go use the item box, drop half of those in there. We're eventually gonna use them, I'm sure. But, let's keep 5. Okay. Alright, and let's go to the place. That's my family office. Nishiki should be inside.
Yo, Kiryu. 早かったな。
Are you doing coke?
お手間かけさせるような真似しちまった。
Oh no, you're eating ramen. What?
よく無事だったな。お前が本家から呼び出さ
I
れた。
think Kashiwagi is a good guy as far as we're concerned.
そっから先何があったか大方予想がつく。クゼのおじきあたりが風間を裏切れとでも言ってきたんじゃねえか。
ええ、そうです。
どういうことなんです？殻の一坪で桐生が死なせたって死体は銃で殺されていた。もちろんこいつがそんなことするわけがねえ。つまり誰かにはめられたんだ。たそれもっと早く言ってくださいよ。俺はもう本当に兄弟が人殺しになっちまったのかと。
錦。
面倒なことになったな桐生。とにかくクゼと何があったか全部話せ。なるほど。つまり若頭補佐の三人衆が頭の座を争っているってわけだ。風間の親父がいないのをいいことにな。冗談じゃねえ。親さん以外に堂島の頭が務まるかよ。落ち着け錦山。それよりクゼの話に出た殻の一坪だ。お前らが知ってるのはほんの触りだけだな。
ええ、柏木さんは詳しくご存知なんすか？
ああ。まず今カムロ町のある一帯に大規模な再開発計画があってな。堂島組の例の若頭補佐3人が食い争うように地上げをしてる。それなら聞いてます。 権利者バラバラの土地に根こそぎ買い漁ってるって。そいつをまとめ上げてでかく転売する腹でしょ。
そうだ。だがその中にどうやっても手に入れられねえ。
Alright, so it's all about real estate, huh?
それが殻の一つも。
ああ。そいつは最近になって一帯の地上げが8割方終わろうって時に見つかった土地でな。厄介なもんで再開発用地のど真ん中にある。そこが手に入らん限りいくら周りの土地まとめても売り物にならねえ。
そんなからくりがあったのか。ところでその一坪まだ誰も手に入れてないんですか？
所有者が行方不明らしい。もし今出てくりゃ10億って値になってんだがな。
10億？
たった一坪の土地が？
ああ。
It's the missing piece.
殻の一坪が欠けりゃ再開発自体がひっくり返る。だが堂島組は周り一帯の地上げにもう100億以上突っ込んでんだ。一坪10億だろうが今さら引けやしねえ。
クゼはその土地を手に入れるのに必要なある情報を風間のおやつさんが握っていると言っていました。
風間のおやつさんの持ってる情報って何です？
いや、わからねえ。俺も初耳だ。
でもやっぱり姿消している土地の所有者に関係することでしょうね。何にしてもクゼはその情報をおやつさんから探らせるために桐生をはめたってわけか。
ああ、そのために人一人殺してまでな。
おめえら今の状況わかるか？桐生は当然として追い詰められてんのは風間の親父も同じだ。桐生が仇殺したってことで冒険人の親父もけじめを迫られる。その上クゼが殻の一坪手にして若頭になってみろ。奴は親父を必ず組から追い出す。
組から追い出す？
まさか堂島組の波紋もあり得ると？
ああ。親父も無所にいる以上今は何も手が打てねえ。
あのおやつさんが波紋？
破門された極道の末路は言わなくてもわかるな。一度上までのし上がった後で底辺の屈辱に耐えられる人間は少ねえ。自殺したホームレスに元極道って肩書きがついてるのは珍しい話じゃない。
でも桐生は実際殺しはやってないんです。こいつの疑いさえ晴らしゃおやさんも波紋にはならねえはずでしょう。
疑いを晴らすには真犯人を抑える必要がある。
そうだ。だがクゼが真犯人を握ってる以上手は出せん。相手は堂島組の幹部だ。この世界で上に噛みつくことは何があっても許されねえ。
でもこのままじゃ桐生は無所にぶち込まれるんですよ。
俺らがクゼに手を出せば風間の親父は余計立場が悪くなる。その時点で波紋は確実になるな。
So it's a tricky situation. We can't do anything because they would mess it up, but we also can't not do anything.
柏木さん、とりあえず俺の濡れ衣も殻の一粒も後回しだ。今とにかく俺はおやっさんを守るために動きます。
何かいい手があるのか？
ええ、俺の不始末は俺一人でけじめつけます。おやっさんに責任がいかないようにするにはもうこの手しか残ってね。
一人でけじめつけるって何する気だ桐生？
俺は今日限り堂島組を抜ける。杯返して極道から足を洗う。
桐生、お前。
今 回の一件、とにかく俺一人の責任としてケリをつけるんだ。その後クゼを捕まえて真犯人の居場所を吐かせる。
何言ってんだ。杯もらって3年そこらのヤクザが5体満足で足洗えるわけねえだろ。最悪殺されんぞ。認めたかねえけど今の堂島組仕切ってんのはクゼだ。それを袖にしたお前が組み抜けるっつってあいつが生かしとくと思うか。
杯返す先はクゼじゃねえ、堂島組長だ。それにまだ殺されると決まったわけじゃねえ。車回してくれ錦。これから組の事務所に行く。
ふざけんなって。お前やけになってるだけじゃねえか。
うるせえ。他に手はねえんだ。このまま指くわえて見てるわけにはいかね
え。やめろ桐生。錦山の言ってることは正しい。
正しいかどうかなんてどうでもいい。所詮俺は風間のおやっさんについていくために極道になっただけの半端もんです。俺の不始末でおやっさんに迷惑かけるくらいなら。
Well, okay, technically it's not your screw up. You were a pawn in this whole thing.
おめえ舐めたこと言ってんじゃねえぞ。あ？俺の言うことが聞けねえのか？
ああ、桐生。ええ。たとえ風間のおやっさんが止めたとしても俺は行きます。
こんな
許してください柏木さん。錦、車頼む。長い間お世話になりました。
Mishki should be waiting with a car. I need to get to Showa Street. Let me make a save. I have a feeling that there's gonna be a big fight coming up. We're gonna take that as the end or stream, I think. Bro. Oh.
クゼの野郎がそれを許すとは限らねえ。何が起きてもおかしくない。覚悟を決めておくんだ。
Alright, let's go. I'm healed and I have healing items, so.
わかった。乗れよ。
Ooh, flashback. Sunflower Orphanage. Yeah.
なんでだよおやつ。俺らの道は俺らが自分で決める。今まで育ててもらった恩とは別の話だ。今さら善人ぶんなよ。あんたもヤクザなんだろ。
The sad part is, I think 40-year-old man just beat up a couple of 15-year-olds. There's something just very funny about it when you think of it that way.
俺たちはずっとあんたの背中を見て育ったんだ。いい車乗って肩で風切って周りの人間に頭下げられて そういう人間になりてえって
What they want is
俺
respect.
たちがそう思っちゃいけねえのかよ。施設上がりの人間は夢を見ることも許されねえってのか。
Do orphans not get to dream?
なあ、今お前何考えてた？
何もぼーっとしてただけだ。
俺はよ、いつだったかおやっさんに殴られていた時のことを思い出してた。俺たちがこの道に入る前の晩だったよな、確か。てっきりお前も同じこと思い出してるもんだと思ってたよ。
やっぱり
Yeah, I don't know how old they are right now, but
兄弟。
well, they can drink, so they should theoretically be at least 21, unless the laws in Japan and liquor age changed since then. But it's funny that a man twice their age just beat them up. Alright. We are at the Dojima family house, Doja clan.
はずの事務所が今日はやけに不気味に見えるな。
お疲れ様っす。
親父は堂島組長は事務所にいるか？
ええ、いらしてます。
ここで降りんのは俺一人だ。
え？
組長に伝えてくれ。桐生一馬が杯を返しに来たってな。
桐生さん、本気っすか？
本当ですか？
すまなかったな、錦。言ってくれ。
本当にやるんだな、桐生。
組長に話をつける。死ぬと決まったわけじゃない。せいぜい器用にやってみるさ。
お前にそんな真似ができるのかよ、バカ野郎。
See about the finessing part.
兄弟。
組を抜けてってことでいいんだな、キ
はい。組長に破門のお願いに上がりました。お取り次ぎ願います、クゼの兄貴。
ああ、残念だったな。土曜の8じゃダメだ。親父のお気に入りのテレビの、
sure.
話だったら代わりに俺が聞いてやる。てめえ、縁故も詰めてねえじゃねえか。手ぶらで組抜けの挨拶とはな。てめえ極道舐めてんのか？ああ、
あんたと話しに来たわけじゃねえ。組長はどこにいるんだ？
今現場で組仕切ってんのはこの俺だ。口の利き方には気をつけろよ。
They already gave me one of those.
縁故は詰めねえわ。金も持ってこねえ。挨拶だけで 組抜けさせてくださいってか。おれ、学生気分で敷居またげるほど極道の世界甘くねえぞこら。よ、考え直せやキリ。今なら全部水流してやる。風間の頭から彼らの一粒の情報を聞き出せ。
Fuck that.
もう
Then fuck you.
生きる道はねえんだからよ。
組長に会わせてもらえませんか。ほら、破門してもらいに来たんす。
答えはノーってことか。そうか。じゃあもういいわ。てめえは使い物にならねえってことだな。お前には俺のそばについてのし上がるチャンスがあった。そいつを蹴らなきゃ死なずに済んだ。
You don't understand people. You clearly don't know Kiryu because he is extremely loyal, so.
地味ですけど山の中で生き埋めが一番かと。薬品でドロドロにして流すってのもありですが。
ああ、死体は残せよ。後々こいつの死体が見つかった方がいいんだ。堂島組は身内のしつけには厳しいって方が本家での評判も上がるってもんよ。ああ。
あんた、
ああ、
組を勝手に殺すのか。組長に無断で。
寝ぼけてんのか。もう親父なんて関係ねえよ。てめえは組抜けたんだろうが。
So I did leave the family.
確かにそうだ。その言葉待ってたぜ。
And since I left the family, I can punch the shit out of you.
てめえ、兄貴分に向かって何しやがる。
Nope, I'm not in a family.
俺はもうこの組の人間じゃねえ。あんたさっきそう言ったはずだ。
Instead of would go out and meet Yakuza, you got another thing coming.
こっち
Cool.
も遠慮なく手出させてもらう。クゼの兄貴。こいつは俺がやらしてもらいます。
Sure. You're welcome to try.
任せる。好きにしろよ。
待て。あんたにはまだ話がある。
俺にはねえ。どうせお前はここで死ぬんだ。もし生きておらんとこまで来られたら話ぐらい聞いてやる。
なら首洗って待ってろ。
It's a lot of dudes.
覚悟はいいな。いつでもいいぜ。来い。
Okay, this is what I was trying to do. Nothing like fighting by carrying a giant sofa and using it to smash people. What's up, Yoneda? How you liking that? Alright, Yoneda is out. Can finish these jerks. Ooh, legal books. These books are heavy. They hurt. Anyone else? Anyone else? No, okay. I'll give the katana. No, get away. Okay, we got a free toughness. Ha! Thought you'd get me, you piece of shit. Where's my katana? He's not worth the heat action, honestly. He's a wimp. There we go. Fun way of opening the door. Oh, there it is. Alright. What next? Eek, okay. How about we do this? I need to remember, when they have the stuff on top of their heads, they're about to hit, so I need to dodge her. God, you don't give up, do you, you piece of garbage? Oh, I very much want your katana, thank you. Oh, where'd you leave it? Where'd you leave it? Is it still there? It's still there? No? Ah, bummer. Alright. I wanted to do a katana heat action, but... Oh, come on! How many times do I have to put you down, old man? Alright. Might as well grab a table. Oh, they might not let me carry it through. Yeah, okay. I might switch to rush for these jerks. Yeah, you buffed up, sure. See how little I care. Oh, this way? This way. Block from the other side. I don't see any other way. Guess I'll have to jump it. Okay. Okay. Well, hey, at least some of them were washing their hands. Keep smashing their faces down. Oh, God. Hey, what? What was that bullshit? Hey, heat action. He's a little more dangerous. Because of the weapon he's carrying, so... Rush is good here to break his block. Ooh. That hurt. Alright. Yeah, in the toilet! And out the window. Oh, that's cool. Alright, he's not gonna come back anytime soon, I think. We probably should, I might as well use this one. Oh god, is this still going? Okay, one last quick break because I really need to use the restroom, but I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. And I apologize for forgetting to mute the mic while I was stepping out, but...
派手な短歌切るだけあってなかなかやるなおめえさんも。風間の頭もいいガキをスカウトしたもんだ。俺がまだボクシングやってた頃におめえと会ってたらプロモーターになりたいぐらいだ。
クゼ、口が聞けなくなる前に吐け。
Talk before I break your jaw.
殻の一粒の真犯人は誰なんだ？どこに隠してる？
ガキが調子に乗りやがって。
Alright, what you got? Ooh, nice tat. So in Japan, tattoos are exclusively, like, basically they characterize you as a Yakuza. Which is why a lot of places won't let you, like, a lot of, like, baths won't let you in if you have any tattoos. Or with any visible tattoos.
さっさとかかってこい。かかってこねえならこっちから行くぜ。
Alright, I feel like with Kuze, first of all, we have a bunch of money, so we should spend that money. More health. Power increase, always good. The heat gauge and frightened them. And works against certain weaker foes. Honestly, it's worth getting a little bit more health still. Some rush moves. Go back to Brawler and get some of the Brawler's move too. And actually Power Surge, yeah. I don't understand what this Master 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is. I suppose they'll explain it to us at some point, but... you know what? I think that's enough for now. These bosses, the actual legitimate bosses, have a lot more health than the regular enemies. And, you know, they remind me of Kingdom Hearts bosses, where they have, like, a billion health bars. I think Kuze in this first fight only has 2, but... Come on. Oof, come on. Oh. Let's try to accumulate a little bit more heat. Oh, fuck, I missed. Ah, shit. This one I hit. Ooh. Oh boy. All our heat is gone now. Okay, so what's X? Okay, that does not feel like very much of a rush move. I'm not great at the dodging in rush. I can't read enemy movement well enough or know sort of what the dodge can counter. I feel like I do better with the block. I'm also kind of tired of just stomping him, but... And I should probably use... So you can kinda cheese most of the fights at the end of the day by just having a lot of healing items. That's kind of how I beat the first Judgment game. Alright. Yakuza number 1 down. Beat the first Judgment game by kind of just having a lot of consumables and using them anytime I need. Oh. Sounds like the TV show is over. So, hey, Dojima. Patriarch of the Dojima family.
怠慢張ってたんじゃねえのか、クズ。堂島の若頭補佐ともあろうもんが、みっともねえ恥さらしやがる。風間の器にはほど遠いな。でも親父、その頭が拾ってきたガキがこいつです。桐生一馬です。お前、取り立てで相手ぶっ殺しちまったそうだな。バカな真似しやがって。
そのことで組長にお願いに上がりました。俺は誓って殺しはやってません。ですが疑いがかかってる以上組に迷惑をかけられません。だから俺を破門にしてください。
虫がいいこと言ってんじゃねえぞバカ野郎。親父、こいつは俺がきっちりけじめつけます。これ以上
Will you? You don't seem like you're in shape to take me out, but
桐生はお前の裁量で組抜けさせたんじゃなかったのか。
Yeah, you can did.
そんなこと、いや、俺はしてません。
No, he didn't. I heard it.
家に向かって嘘はよくねえな。兄弟。
あわの
俺もはっきり聞きました。桐生はもう組を抜けた人間だ。それを殺すのに親父の許しはいらない。そう言ってましたよね、クゼの兄貴。
てめえら。
クゼの兄貴。
クゼ。 長、無様さらす気か。
Oh. Somebody's gonna have to give up a pinky, and it's not gonna be me. I was like, I'm waiting.
さあ兄弟、久世剣能界の人間なら作法は知っていますよね。兄貴の好きなけじめです。
You love this accountability shit.
見せてください。よーく見とけや。
I think he's hoping somebody's gonna say, no, don't do it, but no, yeah. Oh! Oh. Wonder what they do with the leftover pinkies.
.うちの若頭補佐が一度口にしたことだ。桐生一馬、今日限り堂島組を破門とする。
I feel like in a way Kiryu got lucky.
ありがとうございます。桐生、ここまで苦労して組を抜けたかった理由は何なんだ。
俺と風間のおやっさんの身の潔白を明らかにするためです。今回の一件、俺は殺しをやってません。風間のおやっさんも全く関わりありません。ですが一坪で俺が金を取り立てた男が死に、組に迷惑かけちまったのは事実です。俺は組抜けて責任取らせてもらいます。ですからどうか風間の親父のことだけは。
さあ、飯でも食うか。はい。
堂島組長、
お前が組抜けて取れる責任ってのは何だ。
それは絶対に俺が一粒で男を殺した犯人を捕まえます。それで俺と風間のおやっさんの身の潔白を。
そうか、その必要はない。
でも犯人は。
犯人？そんなのはサズが勝手に探す。お前はもう仇だ。
それじゃけじめがつきません。
けじめ？だからてめえは仇だろうが。今さらごちゃごちゃうるせえんだ。お前は自分の不手際があると認めるところはあるんだろう。
はい。少なくとも自分が場所で追い込みかけなければ、ひょっとしたらこんなことには。
だから破門を申し出た。
そうです。
安心しろ。けじめならきっちり取ってもらうさ。風間が拾ってきたガキ、桐生、お前の不手際であの土地に手が出しづらくなっちまった。その責任は。
This feels more and more like a setup.
お前もさっきまで極道だったんだ。この理屈はわかるだろう。
堂島組長、
極道は一度身引いたらしまいだ。お前は仇として幸せになる道でも探すんだな。
Maybe, just maybe, Kiro is a little bit rash in making this decision. Like, he was well-intentioned, but I think he didn't think through all the possible scenarios. Alright. Oh, somebody stopping in front of me?
立てますか？このままだと風邪をひいてしまいますよ。私は立花と申します。
立花。
あなたが今置かれている状況は全て承知しています。私はあなたと会うこの時をずっと前から待っていたんです。少しだけ話聞いていただけませんか？桐生一馬さん。
Chapter 1, Bound by Oath, completion bonus of 1,000,000 yen earned. Alright. We're currently worth 15,800,000 yen dolphin wood block print. Let's overwrite. And we're gonna call it here because I don't want to spoil the opening of chapter 2 that is absolutely fantastic, and we're gonna pick it up from next time. Whatever that's gonna be. I'm still, like I said, today we're streaming a bunch of things, trying to see what sticks, so I don't know how far ahead this will actually premiere on YouTube. I don't know how far ahead I'm gonna actually play it again for a second time, or, you know, if I'm gonna dedicate this to be a full playthrough. I really enjoyed playing through Chapter 1. This is just such a fun game, and we really did not spend any time with any of the side activities either. It was just full-on drama. I'm hoping next time to showcase maybe a little bit more the drama versus comedy aspect of it. Though I guess the fisting comment, that was something. Alright, so thank you for watching. This was Yakuza's Era on twitch.tv/gameswithnick. Be sure to also check out youtube.com/@gameswithnick. There's some exclusive content there that goes live every week, including some stuff that's retro gaming focused. Bunch of full playthroughs posted on YouTube, so go check those out if you're interested. If you're watching this on YouTube, come check me out on Twitch as well. See what I'm currently streaming, hit the follow button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.